Yo everyone, what's up? Finally, the update dropped after a bunch of hiccups coming from Gaijin, including delays and quickly redacted new type of loot box announcement. So for those who didn't read my post earlier today, Gaijin announced the golden loot box that you can buy only with gold. And that loot box was a better box than this one. Well, but everything is. And it was so ridiculously bad and overpriced that the shitstorm that happened instantly, I think within, I don't know, within less than 30 minutes after I saw the post, maybe it was a few hours after it was posted, Gaijin quickly removed the golden box. So for those wondering where's this golden box that people talked about, yeah, it got removed. Well, it didn't get released. And instead it will be reworked and released upon humanity in a few weeks, I guess, or whatever. So yeah. Yeah, this is why you need to instantly, if a company does bullshit, tell the company, hey, motherfuckers, stop doing fucking bullshit. This is what you do. If you don't, you get treated like an idiot. You get treated like a fucking slop consumer. So yeah, always give instant feedback about bullshit. And that's what we're gonna do now, because the update dropped. And yeah, let's talk about all the changes. First, a very quick comment on the upcoming Battle Pass. Yeah, this one will be worth buying as usual. Not only because of the free gold that you get, because you get more gold than you put in, but also because the weapon this time is also quite good. It seems to be a 75 round machine gun. Yeah, 75 round machine gun for Germany on BR3. You can perfectly dual wield it with the 50 round MG34. And if the sights are good, it's gonna be great. So yeah, this is quite a nice battle pass. Nothing too special. You get a white winter skin for the T34 for the KV1. The question though is why? Because there are already lots of battle pass and other skins for the KV1. This is my favorite. This looks insanely cool. It has a perfect mix of green, yellow, and black. That just looks perfect. So yeah, and there I could even use other skins, because the KV1 gets like infinite skins, okay? Now obviously not every player plays since a few years, so yeah, for new players this might be cool. Though this snow skin doesn't look that cool, it's literally just white paint. But still, also it's from Leningrad, yeah, well, okay. Then also the Corsa gets a skin for the Americans. Yeah, like no one plays this plane actually. It's extremely rare that you see it, so that's inconsequential too. The two gold soldiers are good though. A top level engineer for Soviets and a max level engineer for and a tank gunner for Japanese. Yeah, beautiful. The two gold order soldiers are great. The skins are well whatever, and the weapon is good. So yeah, this battle pass is a good one. And now the main attraction. The new, well, but here you can read the nonsense about the golden chess. Yeah, just, you trust me, you will think Gaijin is more retarded than you thought before when you read this proposal about how it was meant to be. Yeah. So now the main Operation Neptune update with the exploding tank turrets and the burgers rushing Omaha Beach on the new map. I already played one really comfy game on, well, not that comfy. I suffered a lot due to American teammates, but still an interesting game on the new map. The quick summary is the map has a better atmosphere because Gaijin finally listened to what I said 1 year ago when comparing Enlisted to Hell Let Loose. Just copy the Hell Let Loose maps as close as you can. Obviously the games are made on different engines. Hell Let Loose is made on Unreal 5 and Enlisted is made on some bullshit engine that Gaijin uses. And you see the downsides from that. You can't copy everything one-on-one, but yeah, this map has a darker, dimmer light. It has more gray and dark tones, it has proper shadows. Yeah, it looks much better. Yeah, though, if you look at the grass here, it's as I thought. When originally looking at these images, it's literally only one single grass graphic. So it's copy pasted the same grass graphic over the whole map. Like this is stupid. This looks literally like early 2000s graphics. This needs to be definitely changed. It's just too embarrassing. But regarding gameplay, this new map is really good. Yeah, so watch the game later. If I have time, I'm gonna finish editing it today and upload it today too. So yeah, then you can see the game, the map. It's really cool actually. I was a little bit disappointed too that the blockages aren't proper blockages. It's like random bushes where you can just walk through. The blockages were ancient stone walls that are covered with bushes and little trees. That's what made them so special. But in Enlisted it's random bushes, so well, whatever. Okay. Alright, so much for the new map. What about the new things, the new added weapons? Well, we're gonna see. Regarding the explosion effects, yeah, those are cool. They look definitely better. And I've seen lots of flown away turrets already. Yep. I didn't see anyone die due to... I didn't see death by turrets so far in Enlisted. Would be funny if you if you see that, though, yeah. Well, then regarding the 2 new premium squads, I've already told Gaijin to just severely improve those because these are ridiculously bad and not in a state worth buying now right now. This one is around power level BR2, mid to high BR2. The worst thing is the overheating. It just removes fun and realism, of course, too, but it just unnecessarily not fun. I propose just halving the overheating speed, and then this thing can stay in BR3. It's still worse than any BR3 tank, but yeah, whatever. It's okay. Regarding the Skink, though, for the Americans, this is absolutely bad. This thing is high BR1 to low BR2 playability. And you can see that some idiot put the overheating on this thing because it has 25 rounds. So you have to reload after 25 shots, and the overheating finishes around shot number like 22. So you so it's not just completely unrealistic and ahistorical the way it overheats, it's also ridiculously stupid because you're shooting and then it overheats and it doesn't even reload a new magazine. No, you have to wait until it cool down again, then you shoot like 3 bullets, and then you have to wait again for the reload. Alternatively, though, you don't shoot in like the whole magazine, you just wait to cool it down before it overheats, and then you finish the last rounds, but this still causes you to interrupt. You literally can't even shoot 25 rounds with this thing. This is absolutely retarded. This is straight up retarded game design. You see, it's like some intern. But we know this is literally the Gaijin intelligence we're talking about here. Like some intern made this decision with this overheating. It's straight up retarded. So the overheating here needs to be completely removed. Well, you could reduce it by like 50%, okay, then which would be effectively no overheating because it only has 25 rounds. So yeah, and it also needs to be down here to BR2. Like the Kugelblitz, without or with severely lessened overheating, could stay in BR3, but the Skink is in no shape or form BR3. Absolutely not. It's BR2 at all. By the way, these 6 plane downshot markers are absolutely wrong because historically it's documented that the Skink didn't shoot down any German planes. It only shot at infantry and other ground targets. So this is once again like no historical knowledge or understanding at all. I even made like a 5-minute history segment in my video on the preview about the Skink and the Kugelblitz because they're very cool vehicles, and it's, I mean, Gaijin also could have watched it or just spent maybe 10 minutes researching the history of these things if they don't have any proper World War II knowledge. But yeah, it's like, come on. This also needs to be removed. It's straight up wrong. It's straight up wrong. Yeah, and yeah, and BR needs to be BR2. No other way. These are remotely reasonable. The best, I played those in the 3 test matches, like 3 to 4 test games I did, and what I was doing is I was just shooting down uncareful APC players who decided to drive into my own gray zone in front of my Skink. Alright, sure. And with the Kugelblitz, well, with the Kugelblitz I did similar things. So yeah, like, and you'll get the occasional free tank kill if you just shoot at the tank that is already almost destroyed, and once the last tanker left, you just get the kill. So yeah, these are good for that. For planes, well, right now, once again, if you're a top tier player and you already have spent dozens of hours using anti-air guns, you can shoot down something with these, but if that's not the case, then no. So yeah, like, they don't even help you just have more fun at the game, or just shoot down stuff, or just do things on the ground, which is the intention. Also, obviously, Gaijin has the intention to sell these things to new players. To rent to whales who buy every slop they're being fed, and to random new players who think, oh cool, I can use this, blah blah. But the way it's right now, well, yeah, the new players will have it even worse with these, especially if the overheating isn't removed. So yeah, don't waste your money. This is just stupid. Once Gaijin publicly announces, alright, we're gonna remove this bullshit and change it and make them properly implemented in the game, then it's fine. And I'm gonna tell you, of course, and I'm even gonna make a video about those and recommend them. But right now it's just ridiculous, just complete stupid Gaijin decision. Alright, then now we already covered the two most important things: the new map and the 2 premium vehicles, because those got quite the excitement for many players. There's also, of course, the loot box returned. If you want to see how this goes, watch my previous loot box videos where I just spent 1, 2 or 3 million on those loot boxes, and you can see what you get or what you don't get, because you don't get too much. And yeah, don't worry, I'm saving up silver so you can have fun watching me burn 1.5 million silver in a few days. Yeah, alright. So, and now the other changes. New weapons added. The Suomi for Germany BR5. I didn't even buy these yet, because I have to save up silver for your entertainment. Though, yep, this is a good thing. I already said it in the preview. The Germans select BR5 SMG. And it has 3 main purposes. A, you can put it on your tankers to make your tankers more, well, fight-worthy and stronger. You can put it, well, some classes need to have SMGs, they can't use assault rifles like medics and APC drivers, so, or partisans. Those also profit from this thing. And of course you can just dual wield your STGs with the Suomi, and then you just have a nice, perfect mix of short range weapon and mid and long range weapon. So yeah, these are really good. This is the only one really good weapon that got added. Well, what about the others? Well, okay, also the basically Japanese bazooka is really good for BR3 and very much needed, because the Japanese constantly get clapped by those Soviet and American BR3 tanks. So that is very much needed. It's good. And then, here's the problem. And then you see that the whole... This is what happens if you don't pay people, if you don't pay serious people especially, to playtest your game. Random people, well, playtest your game for free, and they give you random free advice. That's like, why do you think there's no serious game do it like that? Not because companies love losing money and paying money, no, because if you do this, especially for over years, you get systemic bias in your data, which means you get bullshit data that's going in the same direction. And you can see it here, that certain types of weapons, just already very strong weapons, get constantly buffed and stronger, but there's not a single down tier of anything noteworthy. There's literally only like 2 or 3 down tiers in the whole update. Like, every update should have 5 to 10 down tiers. Obviously you can't keep it up forever, but 5 down tiers is the minimum to make things interesting and shake stuff up. Well, you can keep up 10 down tiers if you want, or some up tiers even if you just change the stats of the weapons, making them worse or stronger, to make things more interesting. As every well-managed game does, because you always need to shake up what people are playing, to give people new environments. in their games. But yeah, overall this is very weak and disappointing. But let's see. The LAD got down here to be a 4. Yeah, this is actually good. What's the LAD, you may ask? Well, it is this beauty. Where is it? I don't... Here it is. It's a 105 round SMG that looks like a Cold War machine gun. Well, sounds so far quite good, though it has for BR5 or now BR4 a low fire rate and also the low SMG damage. So it's not as good as people think. Like it 150 rounds here are the same as 100 because you rarely survive long enough to shoot all of them. Yeah, it's just more of a fun weapon than a strong weapon. But on BR4 it's now finally actually playable. Because on BR5 it was just straight up useless. Also you get ammunition penalties with this weapon. So it's like if you use it, most soldiers won't give you extra ammo. So you only come with the first 150 rounds. But yeah, this is a good one. I won't say Soviet bias, because this is like almost the only good down tier in the whole update. And then lots of weapons got buffed. You can read it for yourself. Basically all the strong BR5 weapons got buffed. And some weaker weapons like MP35 also got a little bit buffed. Most of these buffs are either slight damage improvements, or reload speed improvements, or fire rate changes, or aiming speed changes. So yeah, out of all of these, there's not really anything that makes a too big difference. Yeah, not really. Yeah, that's the problem. Simply, well, this Sturm pistol on BR2 for Germany has a much better reload speed now. Yep. Yeah, also you can run around quite well with it, so yeah, theoretically it's good in city maps where you can get easily close to a tank and then just shoot it with the Sturm pistol, though otherwise I'd still rather play the GRB to snipe tanks from longer ranges. Yeah, well, yeah, there's literally nothing relevant here. The longer I look at it, there's nothing, yeah, like all these... They're interesting, they're good, but I mean, what does mean? What is interesting here? The ZB, the German ZB-26 for BR2 got a fire rate decrease. Well, this is quite interesting because the weapon had a too high fire rate for a 20 round magazine. Now the fire rate is still good for BR2, but slower, making it quite perfect. So yeah, this is an interesting buff. Though, I mean, barely anyone plays machine guns for Germany on BR2 anyway, so yeah. Alright, well, what else? Well, we got improved animations for melee and ranged weapons. That's improved weapon switching animations. I won't read everything here. I can tell you what is actually good. The dying animations are good. Soldiers are dying more realistically now, so when they die, their body stops moving and then they fall slowly down. Or if a soldier is somewhere on a house and you shoot him, he just falls on the house and then sometimes he rolls down and falls from the roof. And when soldiers are dead on the ground, the bodies look different now. They don't look unrealistic and all the same like puppets anymore. This is really good and very important to make the game look more realistic. Because if every animation is the same, like with the grass as we said before, it just looks too low quality for a game nowadays. So yeah, now it's significantly better. Also, you can purchase bayonets and scopes. Oh, let's test that. Let's test that. Let me go to Germany BR5 and let's see. I got snipers here. And how do you buy scopes? Ah, you can purchase scopes now, you see? Interesting. Though, people wondered, did the FG42 get a bayonet now? By the way, the Gewehr 43 quarts now received 30 additional ammo. No, the FG42 still don't get bayonets. This is like what it shows if you can have a bayonet for a gun. But the FG42 still don't get these. Alright, and then... well, the new customizations. Well, well, I was very hyped on the previous update for new customizations. The problem is, this is literally the most exciting of the new customizations that there was in the last update. You could finally buy the squad, or just in general, like white. You can finally buy white snow uniforms for your German soldiers, but not white snow pants. They still are forced to wear gray pants. Okay, let's see. Do Germans have... Oh! Germany, after, I don't know, the game is 6 years old or so, finally has white pants. God damn it. Germany just discovered new technology by giving soldiers in the snow completely white uniforms. Yep. Because, yeah, it took forever. You see, like 3 months ago, you still had to run around like an idiot like this here. You couldn't even give your soldiers proper white pants. Yeah, now, yeah, everyone gets white pants. Let's do the Oprah and give everyone white pants. Everyone gets white pants and white helmets, and yeah, now you don't have to be spotted instantly if you're on the snow. All right, good. Okay, also some soldiers, some squad received a little bit more camouflage. For example, this squad here, you have now more. Well, this is a premium squad, so it's not a good example. We want to see, can this squad get more camouflage options? For Berlin, I think you... Oh, you actually... Oh, nice. This is what I hoped for. You can have these dot camouflage patterns now also in Berlin. Really nice. Because literally half of the Berlin maps are the nature maps now, which are green in fact. Yeah, so this is quite good and useful. And for Normandy, I guess you can also get those. Yes, of course. Yeah. Wait, don't tell me the dot... Ah, okay, yeah, good. Ah, you just have more. That's why it's differently placed. Alright, good, beautiful. Alright, so this is good. You have more camouflage options. Let's see, what do the Americans get in that regard? Do the Americans finally can have proper Pacific Marine? This is like the best looking one, but the problem is you had to use this because this one didn't have proper pants. Now let's see. You see, you couldn't buy the right pants. I don't have high hopes, though. I still hope by a little bit. Ah, once again, this doesn't fit. And of course, we get Gaijin again. There's still no fitting pants. Of course, Gaijin does a Gaijin. Of course. By the way, this looks really nice. Let's see if I can get a proper jacket for that pattern. Nope. Nope. And still not. Yeah, oh my god. You see, like, what the fuck? This cool jacket doesn't have proper pants, and these cool pants don't have proper jackets. Yep, this is just a Gaijin moment. Gaijin classic. Alright. Yeah, that's another just double-digit IQ move. To add new customizations, but literally not add fitting parts. Like, come on. Like, how can such a mistake even be made? Alright. That's a Gaijin secret, I guess. That's a Gaijin secret. And then regarding vehicles, the ISU-122 got added. I was quite excited because I like tank destroyers since they are more challenging to play than normal tanks. And if they are properly BR'd, meaning if they give you severe advantages over a normal tank, because they come with extreme disadvantages, they are quite good to play. Now, this new ISU-122 sadly is useless because you can only play it in the same tank squad as the KV-1. The problem is you absolutely want and even need to play the KV-1. And, yep, like, why? Why? Like, give Soviet players a KV-1 and an ISU-122, but not just that, because for those who think, oh, that would make Soviets stronger, no, it would make Soviets actually weaker if you can split up both squads, because right now, basically no one's gonna play the ISU-122, because everyone is gonna choose the KV-1 over it. Ta-da! Now you see only KV-1s. If you could split them up, well, then people would more often take this one. The likelihood wouldn't be, the probability wouldn't be close to 100 anymore. But yeah, right now it's like, yeah, no one's gonna play this thing. I tested it once, the reload is ridiculously slow, and it's a straight up worse KV2. Straight up worse KV2. And the worst thing is, in one game, I got accidentally too close to this thing with my Kugelblitz, and I managed to shoot through this little metal part here. Because this one has something... Oh, actually, let's see. Armor. Yeah, this one has like 43, effective thickness 50 something. I also shot it from an angle. Yeah, like you can easily penetrate this thing here, and I just exploded the SU. So, yeah, and the reload time is also like almost 30 seconds. Yeah, the ISU-122 sadly just slop. Slightly slop. It needs to be It needs to be made more flexible, that you can use tanks in more different squads. Otherwise, it just, especially for new players, it's important because those don't even have the old vehicles. Same sad story for the Nashorn, and here you see that playtesting in this game is completely ass. This thing is a worse flak bus. The flak bus, after many years of player complaints, very much justified player complaints, got down tier to be a 3. And once that happened, I instantly bought it. And yep, it's quite fun to use. It's quite fun to use. So yeah, alright, good. Now, the Nashorn though, it's, well, it's just so disappointing. Because the problem is, you don't get the large squad size. You don't get the super fast reload speed. Well, you get two machine guns, alright, and those 2 machine guns are... This is a new change also for the game with the update. Your tail gunners are using those machine guns automatically now. It's similar to APCs. So yeah, this is good. Seems if you have those open top tanks that your crew uses the machine guns now when infantry is being spotted. That's nice. Also makes the game seem more realistic. Because there's nothing more stupid than having a tank squad with 5 men and the soldiers just ignore enemy infantry that's running towards your tank. So yeah, this is a very much needed and also long asked for change. Now, why is this Nashorn unexciting? I didn't even bother check up which squad. I guess it's in a Panther tank squad. If it's in the same squad as the Panther, then you can completely fucking forget it. But it has BR1 armor, it has a BR5 cannon, and it has no turret. So it's low BR3 playability. And open top means you get strafed by every literally BR1 plane. So yeah, like no. And you also don't have a good gun depression, so you can't even shoot at many tanks. And on most maps you absolutely cannot even hit tanks on normal height. Yeah, this is just... People told Gaijin downrank it to be a 3. The fact that there was a test server for over 1 week and Gaijin didn't downrank it, it just, once again, stupid, straight up stupid. This needs to be a 3, and as well as all these other tank destroyers need to be down tier to be a 3. And then we can actually talk. Also, the Stack G needs to be down tier to be a 2 from BR3 where it is right now. It's fun that all the people who are against down-tiering tank destroyers were whining and bitching about, oh no, the stack on BR2 is gonna ruin the game. It's too strong, the cannon is too strong. Bitch, please. Ask yourself, or tell me in the comments, how many stacks did you see? How many of these stacks did you see in your BR2 games? Whenever I play low BR, I'm usually the only one using this thing. No one's even using those stacks. Because they're a pain in the ass to use. Like, the only reason I use them is for historical accuracy, because they were very common. Yep, and they're very cool to use because they're hard to use. But if you manage to aim well and get good angles, then you get a strong explosion. Yeah, but it takes a lot of work and effort to make it work, which is why they're fun. But most players don't bother. Most players just play the normal tanks that are just overall much easier to use and overall will have more output than a stack that needs many things to work out properly for it to function. So yeah, this thing on downtiering to BR2 didn't even change much. You need to be quite a good player and dedicated player to actually make this thing even playable. Yeah, this means, as I said, and as many other people said for years, this stack needs to be down tiered, as well as many other things, as well as this Nashorn. Now you could say, oh, Gaijin put this on BR4, so people still buy the Flagbus on BR3. Yeah, let's put it this way. There is some logic if you want to be a bad company. If you want to be a bad company, yeah, though, but then why the fuck adding the Nashorn at all? Like, this is so useless. Just, Germany already received one good weapon this update. Just give other nations something interesting. That would have been made sense. Like, this Nashorn is a complete stupid, completely inconsequential addition with this update. And this update already lacks good stuff, so yeah. Well, then I already talked about the premium vehicles. Then there's the R75 medical bike and the new American plane. Now, what's the medical bike? It's this thing here. It's the fusion of a medic squad and a bike squad. Now, I don't know whether the squad, actually let's try it out, whether the squad has an engineer. If the squad can have an engineer and a radio man, it would be actually good. Well, let's see what happens if you drive and get into an enemy tank. Alright. Alright. Alright, not much happens. No explosion. Okay, the engineer is a universal engineer, makes sense. It's well, premium squad, so yeah. Well, how much does it cost? Let's put it this way. For 1000 gold, you can use it as a fun squad, but it's strictly BR1 playable. Yeah, like, for new players, it's ass to just get yourself something better. And for old veterans, yeah, that's completely useless. So yeah, like, come on, Gaijin. Gaijin. My prediction is no one's gonna buy those, and it's gonna be put on sale. Gaijin should just put it, let's put it this way, if Gaijin puts it now on 1,500, the sales might actually work, though if Gaijin doesn't want to do it, just put it on 2,000 and then put it on discount for just 1,000 every sale, because yeah, this is also just, yeah, come on. No one's gonna be excited about that. Not really. Alright, then the American plane. That's the only one so far I haven't looked at. Well, it's an attacker plane. You can see it here in the same squad as the P-47. Now, let's take a look. It's slower than the P-47, but it has better flying stats, specifically a better climb rate. Now, the question is it worth it using this thing over the P-47? P-47, even after the addition of the jets, famously still the overall strongest plane, because it has still the highest damage output, and it's also quite easy to use. So things can't go wrong with it. Easy to use doesn't mean, oh, it's good for noobs, as some would complain. No, it means that even if you get shot, even if there's enemy counterfire, you still can spray your 10 rockets, and you still can drop your bomb, and you still can shoot down every enemy plane. So it's very robust, even against enemy opposition, which is just really good. So, yeah, this new plane directly competes with the P-47. And it also indirectly competes with the jets, because, well, you always want to have a jet, and you always want to have a P-47. Now, yeah, so this is just another sadly dead on arrival plane. It has much better shredding. So if you like shredding, actually let's try it out. This is my first ever flight with the plane. Keep in mind, this is without any perks and upgrades, so in real games it will fly better. Right, let's see. Can I bomb? Oh yeah, the shredding is quite cool. And the turn rate is also fine. Alright, I hit both of my targets. As it should. Good. Alright. Well, yeah. Also the engine is very responsive. Yeah, you you can do maneuvers. Yeah, okay. It flies like a brick overall. Yeah, it flies like a... Okay, it flies worse than the P-47 for some reason. Though it might actually just feel like that. Keep in mind that twin engine planes with engines on both wings have more air resistance, and that it reduces the maneuverability usually. So yeah, that's always the price. But yeah, alright, it's an okay plane. It's not bad, obviously. If the P-47 wouldn't exist, this would be an amazing new addition to the game. But here's the problem. Here's why you need intelligence as a game designer. You need to add stuff that fits gaps. So if something is needed but isn't there, that's what you add to the game. Or just very exciting new stuff. Problem is, this doesn't fit any gap, because the P-47 already fits all the gaps in the world. And it's just straight up worse. I just noticed one thing. It looks like it's actually... No, it's in the other squad. Oh, sorry. That's one good thing. It comes into the paratrooper. Yeah, you can play both planes. Alright. This changes a little bit. Though not much. Because here's the thing. This is how you can line up your Americans. You can have both jets. Or just one jet if you don't want to buy the other one. And you can have a P-47 as a free-to-play player. And you can have the new B-25 bomber. The best thing about this bomber is the 7 crew size. This means it's the best paratrooper squad in the game, because you can just jump out with your 7 dudes. Insanely good. After dropping 6 heavy bombs. And shooting down every plane that comes near you. So this thing is ridiculously good. Would I play a worse P-47 over it? No, thank you, Gaijin. No, like the utility just... Why should I use the utility and the fun of a super strong elite paratrooper squad if, yeah, like for just another P-47? Yeah, so yeah, well, that's not too exciting. That's the whole analysis on that squad. Alright, then... well, added gun barrels and added bomb sights. Yeah, the bomb sights on some planes. I've already tested it on the Soviet plane, on the P-231. Yeah, it can help you get a good... It can help you get a faster intuition for where bombs are landing. Alternatively, just watch my bombing short. That teaches how to bomb precisely in like 20 seconds or whatever. So, yeah, but they're good. They're especially for historical accuracy, obviously important. So yeah, regarding the X-ray for tanks, yeah, this is quite good, because if you look at everyone's favorite thick tank, the Howitzer Sherman, we can go into X-ray, go into the cannon, and we see 66 ammo. This is the reserve. And we see fire rates 6 shots per minute, which is why this is infinitely better than the KV-2. It deals basically the same amount of explosion damage and radius than the KV-2, but it's like 4 times as fast. So yeah, sorry, it's 2.5 times as fast. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Now here's the problem, it doesn't give you overheating numbers. Because the Skink doesn't tell you the overheating speed. Once again, Gaijin. Oh, I forgot to put it in my lineup. Yep. Where's the Skink though? I forgot to put it in the lineup. Yep. Yeah, so... Yeah, well... Yeah, like... we need the overheating speed too. This would be quite good, but yeah, Gaijin at least slowly does the real right thing. But yeah, like, you need to give players all the data. Why just hide some of the data? Why not give all the data instantly, so people don't have to ask, and so people don't have to wonder why is something missing? Just why not do your work properly, good, in the first time? Like, you see that the company is run by incompetent idiots if work is done like slop. Like, everything is slop. Like, come on, this shouldn't be done like that. Then bullets fired from small arms now ricochet off vehicles. And they, most importantly, they leave tracers. Yeah, the tracers are really good. If you're flying a plane, you can see the tracers from little guns, also from tank machine guns and stuff like that. You can see the tracer size. if you're flying a cannon plane, like the Grizzly, you see a distinct explosion effect and a little bit of shaking on your screen when firing the cannon, which is very realistic and cool. And yeah, you before that you only could just hear the sound to know when your cannon fires or not, but now you can actually see it. This is especially important for the Yak 9K, for example, because here it makes the plane a bit weaker, I would say, because it's shaking so much that it's harder to aim. But it's realistic, it's historically accurate, it's realistic, so yeah, I won't complain about it. It makes quite sense. Now let's check one thing. I heard that this plane was supposed to be down-tiered. Nope, it didn't get down-tiered, alright. And then the FG-42 paratroopers for the premium paratroopers also allegedly got down-tiered. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. What? The weapon is still oh my fucking god. The weapon is still BR4. Oh my god, Gaijin. What the fuck, Gaijin? This paratrooper squad is already like barely playable. I mean, it would be a perfect BR4 weapon, perfect elite exciting BR4 weapon, but it's unplayable on BR5. So because the fire rate is literally half of the normal one. Yeah, come on, Gaijin. Gaijin once again doesn't want to make sales, it seems. Alright. Yeah, but you see, it would have been better to keep the quota of like 5 interesting down tiers. Okay, what else? Yeah, the explosion physics are better, everything looks better. Yeah, that's quite nice. Then you can use new filters for your reserve soldiers. Yeah, not too great. Weapon attachments, now sure. Okay, good. And now graphics, yep. I've noticed the graphics look a little bit better. As you can see in the background, well, okay, it's the custom background, but in-game, the nature looks a bit more realistic. It looks less like a clown game. The colors look more dimmed now. So yeah, that's quite good. And you see how completely unrealistic the colors were years ago, because every single big update, the colors get more dimmed. And we progress more and more towards proper realistic color and shadow palettes. But we're still quite off. Because, yeah, except for the new map, which has quite a cool gray atmosphere, the old maps are still way too bright. Yeah, so yeah, but still, that's a step in the right direction at least. All right, and then some other minor changes. You get better graphics on consoles now, though it depends on how strong your console is and which version. And overall, yeah, a bit better graphics, all right. And regarding locations, well, the good news is the new map only exists in Invasion and Confrontation. So no Conquest or Assault bullshit as usual. Though here's the problem I noticed. When I tried to play this new map, to give you footage, I had to queue 10 times with Germany until I got the new map twice. Yes, 10 times. 5 of those attempts, obviously I won't sit fucking 5 hours play all the bullshit maps that Gaijin tells me to play. Out of those 10 attempts, I got Stalingrad 5 times. Yes. Like, come on. Once again, why not the new map? And of course, I already adjusted my filters. I upvoted the new map twice to get it as often as possible. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. It just also I noticed why didn't okay, this needs to be down tiered. Yeah, like by the way, Gaijin adds new maps constantly to the game, but doesn't give you additional up and down votes because these are already over 1 year old and there hasn't been any increase. I remember when these were added, I said, Gaijin, you need to double the number of those. If they're doubled, there will be enough. But no, they weren't doubled, but the number of maps got increased. Also, funnily enough, after more attempts to get the new map, a moment. After around 5 more attempts to get the new map and to test the 2 new premium vehicles, I got thrown twice into the ass backwards D-Day map. So the reverse D-Day. So yes, like the retarded D-Day was almost as common as the new D-Day map. Yeah, yeah. Another Gaijin classic. Another Gaijin classic. Well, yeah, alright, that's it. Besides that, nothing too important. As I said, well, of course, graphics improvements and explosion improvements, more realistic explosions, and soldiers interact more realistically now with the environment. So yeah, you're gonna feel and see it in your game. You're also gonna see it in the full game for the new map I will upload soon, that the game looks better now and it feels better too. And this is the biggest improvement and change with this update, because the actual game mechanic update changes, like the new weapons and the balance, like, yeah, like, you can do the test for yourself. Does anything of these weapon balance changes really excite you? No, not really. Like, I don't see anything exciting here but that would make me want to play the game. Yeah, like, if they're like, instead of changing the weapon stat, just down or up tier weapons. But changing stats is simply not, it's not substance, it's not quality for an update. So yeah, alright, so sadly the update is quite weak, it's missing, and it needs severe improvements. If these are done, the update can be good, because the new map is good, and it's also very fun to play, so that's great. And the servers will be full, though many players stopped playing the game over the last weeks and months. So full servers doesn't mean too much, because most of the games I played today were like half full servers. So yeah, like Gaijin needs to put in the work now and solve the problems discussed here today. Alright, but of course, what do you think about all of this? I could be wrong or not precise on some aspects, so you write in the comments what you think and what you like, what you dislike, and also what you would change and how you would change it, what you would say needs to be done. Also, possibly weapon down tiers and BR changes, because these would be actually, yeah, like, give Gaijin good ideas, because Gaijin, yeah, is gonna lurk in the comments and hopefully get some wisdom. Alright, so have a nice, well, midweek, and see you in the upcoming video. Goodbye.